Good morning and welcome everyone to our live webcast sessions 2013. From the Tourist Office of Spain in Chicago, we are pleased to host today a webcast about a beautiful and magical city, Seville, the capital of Andalusia. Throughout this webcast, Seville, a magical city, you will learn why Seville is an incomparable city, not only in Europe, but also in Spain, that can turn any conference into a unique experience. Let's now introduce our featured guest for today. Manuel Macías, Director of the Seville Convention Bureau. María del Mar Carnero, Congress Director of FIBES, which is the Seville Conference and Exhibition Center, one of the most important and spectacular convention centers in Spain. Francisco Chacón, Sales Director of Casas de la Judería Hotel, a hotel that consists of 27 houses of the old Jewish quarter of Seville. And closing the webcast, José Martín, Senior Account Manager of Eventísimo DMC, a leading company in events and meetings in Spain and Portugal. Once all presentations have ended, we will have the Q&A session. In case we run out of time, we will be answering each of the questions by email. So let's welcome now our first speaker today, Manuel Macías, Director of the Seville Convention Bureau. Good morning, Manuel.
Good morning, Nuria. Good morning, America. Welcome, everyone, to Sevilla. It's a pleasure to be connected with you this morning in America to introduce you a little bit about our magical city and destination. You have to know that the Sevilla Convention Bureau is a non-profit making organization designed to provide you support and advice free of charge for any event or conference to be hosted in our city. You have to know that Sevilla is strategically located in southern Spain. Sevilla is the capital of Andalusia. It has 700,000 citizens, and it enjoys a very mild weather all year around, and is very well connected by all measures of transportation. One of these is the high-speed train. High-speed train is a must in Sevilla. It's not just a way to be transported, to be moved on, but also a must to be used as a charter transportation for special conferences and incentives. Sevilla was pioneer in Spain linking with Madrid in 2 hours 20 minutes, but we do also have now a network of more than 2,500 kilometers connecting Sevilla with Málaga, Córdoba, Valencia, Barcelona, Zaragoza, and main important cities in Spain. The best way to get Sevilla from America is to use Iberia flights and jump into the hubs from Madrid and Barcelona, and with only one more flight to get Sevilla in a very short flight. One of the most unknown pleasures of Sevilla is to navigate by the Guadalquivir River, which was a very old and historical one. Guadalquivir River is the only river navigable in Spain. Only 80 kilometers separates Sevilla from the mouth of the Guadalquivir of the Atlantic Ocean, and many flavors and many activities can be done throughout their banks, like visiting the National Park of Doñana, and also enjoying and doing activities at the Cortijos and Haciendas, which is a kind of manor houses or ranches in the countryside. To move on in Sevilla is quite easy. We do have a very modern and vast network of trams, underground, metro, buses, and trains. Most of them can be offered to the visitor or to the delegate of a conference or a congress through a card that our Sevilla Convention Bureau, in collaboration with the public transport company, can be offered to any delegate. A very nice way to move on in Sevilla is to use the more than 140 kilometers of bike lanes. We do have 265 points of delivering this bicycle. Sevilla is a very flat city. It has a lot of park. It's quite green, and it's also a way to get to know Sevilla. But Sevilla is above all a land of art, a land of artists. It has the most complete and extensive historical center in Europe. We do have a golden triangle composed by 3 buildings declared World Heritage Sites by the UNESCO, a cathedral, the Archive of Indies, and the Royal Palace. You have to know as well that the Cathedral of Sevilla is the 3rd largest Christian temple in the world, and all of them very close one each other. The Archive of Indies is very close to the cathedral, and then we do see now the Royal Palace. The Royal Palace is the oldest royal palace still in use in Europe since 9th century. It's working as a royal house for Spanish royal families, and it's also a venue that can be used for hosting events. May I now introduce you one of the most modern icons in Sevilla. Surrounded by historical and very old monuments, we find the most modern icon of the architecture in Sevilla, whose model lies on the MoMA Museum in New York. It is at the same time a building and also a venue to host events. This is the Jewish quarter of Santa Cruz. When sometimes we speak about Spain, most of the images and icons we display are coming from Sevilla. And this special labyrinth of cozy streets, coins, balconies, gardens, and patios live very close to the main monuments here in Sevilla, and it is at the same time a stage where to celebrate important events. What to say about experience and sensations? As I mentioned before, Sevilla is a land of art and artists, and we advise you to celebrate your event in Sevilla by combining experiences like get to know how to cook a gazpacho, a paella, and a Spanish omelette in a gastronomy course, or to live a wine tasting in a winery, or to present a fashion event or a flamenco show in Sevilla. You have to know that flamenco was born in Sevilla in the gypsy quarter of Triana some centuries ago, and we just recommend you to dare to clap hands to get some steps by dancing. And ending with the opera, you have to know that Sevilla inspired 105 operas to composers of the fame such as Beethoven, Mozart, Bizet, Rossini, Verdi, composing plays like Don Giovanni, Carmen, The Weddings of Figaro, and many others. But one of the most important issues that differentiate Sevilla from other destinations is its role of ranches, of estates and haciendas, whose may combine flamenco dancing with horses exhibitions. Sevilla also boasts many palaces with courtyards like this one to celebrate special gala dinners, or going to the theme park Isla Mágica, which is the only one located in a central location in the urban center. We suggest you to use not just for kids, but also for adults and for special events. Sevilla is a land of horses and is the land of flamenco, and many important festivals all year round are held here. And for big events, we invite you to get to know the Plaza de España, the Spanish Square, where important conference gala dinners can be held there. So I leave it here. Thank you very much for your attention, and I leave you with my colleague, María del Mar.
Thank you very much, Manuel. So let's welcome now María del Mar Carnero, Congress Director of FIBES, Seville Conference and Exhibition Center. Welcome, María del Mar.
Thank you. My pleasure to take part in this webcast this morning. Good morning from the new recently opened Conference and Exhibition Center in Seville, FIBES. Well, what is FIBES? FIBES is the brand name of the Seville Conference and Exhibition Center. It means in Spanish, Feria Iberoamericana de Sevilla, as homage paid to the first Ibero-American exhibition held in Seville in 1929. It was by the 90s when these first facilities were constructed with a layout mainly focused to hold exhibitions. The state-of-the-art new conference center next to the existing facilities, that we call FIBES 2, were opened in September 2012, having held several national and international large-scale events since then. FIBES is composed of 3 big exhibition halls, 2 outdoor exhibition areas, and a conference center. This convention center is characterized by its impressive waterfalls welcoming the delegates, as well as by its 25 meters high golden cupola. Its marvelous plaza of 2,000 square meters is unique to enjoy a delightful dinner while listening to the sound of the waterfalls running. Thanks to the mild temperatures that we have in Seville, it is very likely to perform a social event in this beautiful square, not only in the spring and summertime, but also in many other months along the year. Besides, the amazing cascades can help you to customize your event by getting special colors or projecting goggles onto the water. The effect is really astonishing. The conference center has 2 classic auditoria, both equipped with flap tables, projector screen, and interpretation booths. Its white marble and luminous foyers at the right and left-hand side of the dome are ideal to hold coffee breaks, cocktails, and the like. It has also 7 meeting rooms, one of them the multipurpose polyvalent or Albertine room that can be divided into 6. Club and VIP room are also to be found. This venue provides also 2 restaurants for 125 and 150 packs respectively, as well as a cafeteria on the ground floor. As mentioned, FIBES 1 comprised 3 pavilions of 7,200 square meters each, with no pillars at all, completely diaphanous, which allows to carry out any type of assembly. These halls are especially suitable for public lunches that require big and wide spaces. The new convention center opened its doors in September 2012. This superb venue is aimed to be one of the most modern and versatile centers in Europe. It was especially designed to hold large-scale congresses and meetings. This new venue consists of 3 buildings or modules perfectly connected. This building, which is the main access to the convention center, has an astonishing cantilevered cover from where it is possible to project images and pictures on the walls. The walkway or ramp comprises 1,350 square meters. This ramp building, apart from being the access to the convention center, is a multifunctional space, as you can see from the 3 platforms or exhibition areas located on your left side, where you can exhibit any kind of products, machinery, or the like. What makes this venue so singular is, among others, the use of white concrete on its walls, the aluminum in its framework, the black stone on its floor, and the large windows that surround the building completely. Each outdoor exhibition area is 300 square meters on average. There are also other 3 indoor exhibition areas connected with the outdoor ones that can likewise be used as exhibition, poster, or registration area. These 3 inner spaces have a different height according to the ramp level where they are located. As the other buildings of the new center, they are extremely luminous. On the other floor of the ramp building, we find 13 breakout rooms and 2 multifunctional rooms of 140 square meters each. All of them are provided with natural light and are very convenient for workshops and medium-sized meetings. At the end of the ramp, and before getting into the central building, we find a triangle-shaped terrace of 1,000 square meters, ideal for networking activities. What you notice when you come into the venue is the extraordinary volume of the conference center, due to the different levels and heights, as well as the light provided by the large windows. In the central building, at the level 2, which is the main floor, you find the registration area, 6 secretary offices, 2,500 square meters exhibition space, a catering area at the level 1, and a multipurpose room at the level 3. It is important to stand out how the volume and light present in every single corner of this state-of-the-art venue confers a wow effect in the performance of exhibitions and events. The 3 levels of the venue are connected by 25 lifts and 4 escalators. Just in the upper floor, we have 1,500 square meters multipurpose room that can be set up by a mobile soundproof panel system in different layouts, ranging from 3 rooms of 300 square meters each up to 20 rooms from 35 to 100 square meters. From the exhibition area in the main floor, the catering area can be seen, as it is an open space integrated with the exhibition hall by a spacious ramp. This area of more than 1,300 square meters and 8 meters high can be extended beneath the exhibition area. A beautiful terrace of nearly 400 square meters looking to the pantry backside area is also available as part of the catering area. Another feature of this singular venue, besides the light, volume, and multifunctionality in its design, is the existing green areas that can be seen from everywhere, while having lunch, being in the exhibition area, or in any particular room. The versatility of the new conference center cannot be more visible than in the design and conception of its state-of-the-art new auditorium. With a capacity up to 3,200 people, this room can be divided into 3 auditoria for simultaneous use, providing different configurations. This auditorium has a stage of more than 600 square meters and a cycle ramp. It's technically conceived to perform concerts and musicals as well as meetings. The partition mentioned before is facilitated by an electric silver panel system closing the upper part of the auditorium. The remaining central stall of this room can seat up to nearly 2,000 people, being equipped with 6 interpretation booths and flap tables. The 2 auditoriums in the upper level are acoustic isolated, for what it can be used simultaneously with a central stall area. The new conference center has also 5 floor and the ground parking available with capacity up to 850 vehicles. Not to mention the additional rooms that are to be found near the auditorium, such as 3 VIP rooms, 4 dressing rooms, TV, conference, club, and press room, as well as the cafeteria. With these new facilities, FIBES is now ready to target more complex and demanding events than ever before, counting for that with a myriad of different spaces to satisfy each particular request, no matter its size and its scope. Thank you for your attention. We look forward to welcoming you sometime in our venue and in Seville. Thank you very much.
Maria del Mar, thank you very much. Now, let's hear from Francisco Chacón, Sales Director of Casas de la Judería. Welcome, Francisco.
Good morning, Nuria. Good morning to everybody. I'm very glad to have the opportunity to make you a brief presentation of what is one of the most representative hotels in the magical city of Seville. I'm the sales executive manager of Hotel Las Casas de la Judería. First of all, let me tell you a little bit about the name. The translation would be the houses of the Jewish quarter. The name is due to the location of the hotel, which is right in the heart of what used to be the old Jewish quarter of Seville. Okay, here you have a small map of the city with the situation of the hotel. Be aware that we occupy 170,000 square feet in total within the old Jewish quarter. The hotel is an ensemble of 27 different houses. This is the hotel facade, where we've passed all the main services of the hotel. It's the last building which has been incorporated, where we've passed the reception area, lobby, restaurant, meeting rooms. This building used to be the old Court of Justice of Seville in the 16th century. So as I said before, we are completely unusual hotel in the sense that the hotel is formed by 27 different houses, connected through gardens, courtyards, and pathways. The hotel was not done at once. We started back in 1981 in an old palace of the 18th century, completely restored. And ever since, what the owner's been doing is buying the houses which came on sale on the surroundings, preparing them for hotel use, being aware that the priority has always been the respect of the original architecture. As a matter of fact, the hotel was not born as a hotel project at first. The passion of the owner is the restoration of old houses, and he started buying old houses and palaces in the 80s and preparing a restoration project. And at the beginning of the 90s, just before the celebration of Expo 92 in Seville, he had a brilliant idea to prepare all the spaces for hotel use, making a whole complex today of 170,000 square feet, which is 16,000 square meter. This is a map of the hotel. I just want to show it to you for you to be able to see that we actually occupy three different blocks in the old Jewish quarter. Okay, so that's the 27 different houses. This would be one of the block, the second block, and the third one. We had to build a tunnel which goes through the whole premises back in 2004 to make one single complex, and for our guests not to have to get out to the street and then onto a new building. Right now, the hotel is completely integrated in one single complex. As you can imagine, we do escort every single guest upon arrival to the room. Otherwise, they wouldn't be able to find it probably. This is an image of one of the gardens. Okay, so what the hotel is really is it's like an inner village within the city center. We are situated 5 minutes away from the main monumental area, including Cathedral, Alcazar, and outside of India, which Manuel has already told you about. They are World Heritage Monuments. Everything is within walkable distance, and the hotel itself is worth a visit of one morning, just strolling around and witnessing all the different styles of construction which have been used in Seville from the end of the 15th century, which is from when the oldest house is, up to the end of the 20th century. Okay, it's a mixture of both old palaces, which used to be residence of old families. We have a total of 3 old palaces, and the rest of the houses are popular houses. Until the middle of the 20th century, 80% within the old historical center of Seville used to be popular houses, which basically a central courtyard and a few rooms around where many families live together, sharing bathrooms and kitchen, and then they all have their own room to live in. Okay. Again, everything has been restored according to original standards. All the original elements that we've been able to conserve have been conserved. If we haven't been able to do so, they've been remade according to the original standards of the houses. Okay, so this is the main central courtyard where we also serve tapas and dinners in the summer period. According to the rooms, the hotel has a total of 178 rooms. One important fact about the rooms is that they are all different. As we've respected the original architecture, we don't have 2 rooms which are the same in the hotel, as each house has its own identity and character. Decoration of the hotel in general is very classic, according to the buildings. We wanted to express through the decoration of the hotel how people used to live in these houses back in the 16th and 17th century. They are equipped with the standard equipment of any 4- or 5-star hotel in the world, which means an independent system of heating and air conditioning, minibar, satellite television, safety box, and so on. We have Wi-Fi available in common area, and and in respect of the rooms, we have standard rooms, superior, and junior suites. Okay, these are the lounges for exclusive use of guests, which can be privatized as well for private events. And the views of the city from the solarium of the hotel. We have a small swimming pool for the summer period, open from May to September, and a solarium which is open all year round. We also have an important restoration service in the hotel. Restaurant Emporium is the name of the restaurant. We have the restaurant itself, and guests can also enjoy lunch, dinner, or tapas during the day in the courtyards of the hotel, where we have food services. The main courtyards of the hotel can also be privatized for private events and cocktails. Piano bar, meeting and banqueting facilities. As far as meetings are concerned, we have capacity to organize meetings for up to 60 people in an old palace of the 17th century, which makes all events organized there very, very, very special and very representative of the city where the hotel is, which is the main aim of why it was done on this way. We also have wellness facilities and a spa. The spa is called Las Termas de Hispalis. It's an urban spa with all the elements of an urban spa, opened 2 years ago. The decoration is it's more like a Roman term than a spa. Has the full spa is decorated with tiles which are handmade and hand painted. So you have that Roman feeling in the spa. Thermic bench, 2 cabins for treatments, massage, 3 swimming pools. This is a summary of the hotel services, and should you have any question, I'll be glad to answer them at the end of the webcast. I thank you for your attention. Here are the details for contacting the hotel, and I'll be glad to answer any question you might have. Thank you very much.
Thank you much, Francisco. Let's go now to Jose Martin from Eventísimo DMC. Good morning, Jose.
Good morning, Nuria. Good morning, everyone in America. Thank you very much for attending this webcast, and of course, thank you for your interest in Seville as a destination for your events. I will briefly introduce Eventísimo as one of the leading events and communication agencies in Spain and Portugal. At Eventísimo, we like to say that success means doing what you enjoy and doing it well. Saying that, we like to acknowledge that we are not just people working together, but we are like 80 colleagues working hand to hand to create new ideas since 2001. Ideas and concepts that are then applied to events. We are a different type of company based on a solid structure, taking care of every single client and details. Along these years, there have been agencies that grew much faster than we did, probably because the economical situation was kind of positive at the beginning, but then most of them just disappear or they don't exist anymore. Eventísimo has grown from 2 staff to 80 permanent colleagues, and from a small office with 2 tables and a printer to a 4,500 square meter headquarters based in Seville, plus other 7 offices in the major destinations in Spain and Portugal. Our colleagues and our team are made of international staff from many different countries, speaks all of them English, plus then as well German, Dutch, Italian, Flemish, French, Spanish, of course. And we all like to treat every single client as an individual, understanding their culture and their way of being. What do? We actually do 360-degree services in-house, and at this point I would like to make a difference between incentives and any other kind of events. Why? Because probably incentives are always based on the venue finder, team building activities, restaurants, small meetings, and at Seville, like my colleagues have already explained, we have many, many, many different options. We are sure that you can enjoy that. Then we have the rest of the events where production and communication actions need to be taken as well. There are some examples like conventions, like we can host together with Maria and Mar here at FIBES. Incentives, product launches. We used to work a lot with car industry, BMW, Audi, congresses, from small congresses, 150, up to 7,000 packs, stands, street marketing actions, any other kind of marketing actions, road shows, sport events, promotions, performances, stage design, themed dinners, and entertainment. So as you can see, we can go all around any kind of events. And how do we do that? Eventísimo is divided in different departments. As I said at the beginning, we have 360-degree production services in-house, meaning that this is very much cost-effective. We can warranty high-quality services, keeping the cost on a low level. So to go through a little bit on the different departments we have, Eventísimo Backstage is in charge of all the audiovisual equipment. We have more than 1,000 square meter warehouses here in Seville with full equipment of video, sound, lighting, LED structures for stages. The team of technicians are perfectly experienced, and they can work together with any kind of events that need these productions. Eventísimo Design is a department that has grown a lot since the last few years. At Eventísimo Design, we do basically all the 2D graphics, 3D animation, graphic production. We also have carpentry for wooden and metallic structures, meaning that we can not only offer the design of the stages or any kind of decoration, but also we can produce it in-house. And then our colleagues will go and set up on place. Multimedia and technology. This is a new line that we are developing using augmented reality applications and 3D animation for events. That means that all these new technologies will make a big difference on your event when presenting any kind of products to your clients. Apart from that, we also have big warehouses where a decoration and attractive elements are stored, and we can use them to do any kind of furniture and setup. To finalize, we also have another department, which is Eventísimo Entertainment. Eventísimo Entertainment is in charge of all the shows, presentations. When you need someone to guide your events, we will propose that. All the activities that need to have funny dresses, etc., etc. If our warehouses are in Seville, which is obvious, and we are happy for that. Yes, we also have offices all around Spain: Madrid, Barcelona, Valencia, Costa del Sol, Canary Islands, as well as Lisbon in Portugal. And we can work and operate events all around Spain and Portugal. And why? Why is one of the last points? Why do we do that? We do it because we love it, and because we love it, we do it well. And we're showing now some of the awards we have won during the last years. So you also have here some contact details. I leave you now with Nuria for questions and answers. And thank you very much for your attention.
Thanks so much, José, and thanks once again to all four of you. So right now, let's go to questions. Please let us know any questions you might have for our guest speakers today. If not, also feel free to contact us at chicago@tourspain.es in case you have any questions, or if you would like us to put you in touch with any of our guest speakers tonight. And also, you can join us for upcoming events, upcoming webcasts, spainvirtualcenter.com. So let's wait a minute to see if there is any questions.
Big success. No one has a doubt.
No. All the
Everything
people
was
are
clear.
very concentrated. It can be also be.
Maybe. Well, if not, as I was saying, like, you can always reach us at chicago@tourspain.es, and then we will be able to forward the questions to our guest speakers from Seville. But anyway, that was a very insightful and interesting presentation. Thanks again to all four of you. Let's see, we have a question here. Does the hotel have handicap access, Francisco?
The hotel is prepared for handicapped for person with disabilities. Obviously, due to the structure of the hotel, it's maybe not the most comfortable hotel for if you have a heavy disability. But the hotel and all the services have access for disabled people.
Okay, thank you, Francisco. So, any other questions? Okay. Well, so let's do that. Please feel free to contact us. We will be able to answer you back. Thank you very much for attending this session. And as I already said, like 4 or 5 times, please contact us to request further information from any of our guest speakers tonight. We hope to see you at our next live webcast. Have a great day, and thanks again, Seville, and thanks again to everybody. Thank you,
everybody.
Okay, thanks to you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks to Spanish Tourist Office in Chicago. Thanks to all your team.
Thanks, Seville. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Conference Center. Bye.
Bye.